Toronto Blue Jays, #1 in the American League East. This was a no-brainer for me. On paper, I think the Dodgers, there's a couple teams that are really close. The Mets have done a great job in their offseason. I think the Toronto lineup and the Dodgers lineup are the best in baseball. This is a team that's stacked. They lost a couple key guys. They lost the Cy Young Award winner. They lost Robbie Gray, and they lost Marcus Seaman. Those are two big names that they lost, and I don't think they skip a beat. In fact, I think they take the next step. Again, they have huge talent. I mean, look at this lineup. George Springer, Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero is, probably the biggest the face of baseball right now. The key with him is over the next several years, as long as he can stay healthy, keep his body in playing shape. I have not seen him this year. I have not watched any of their minor league games yet. So I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but I know I've heard people in the past always talk about he has to stay healthy, has to stay in shape. But look at this lineup. I mean, it's ridiculous. Picking up Matt Chapman, Calvin Biggio, at second base now. This is a sick lineup. I mean, this is one of those teams that could definitely, even if their pitching struggled, which it won't, even if it was a middle of pack rotation, they could outscore you. This is just their approach to hitting. Again, this is a team that just has a ton of energy. It's just when you watch them play, there's just so much energy on this team. And usually when I see teams like that, especially young teams like that, it concerns me because I think that gets the best of them. I think, they end up getting tired later in the season and wearing themselves down. I don't know. This new player, this new young player now it's a different mentality. And I don't think those same things happen, and especially with this team. I think there's just so much energy. You have some veteran leadership on this team. You have these young studs and more studs coming. They have a few players that are major league ready. Their farm system, is kind of depleted. It's middle to late pack. So they're primed to win now. I mean, they have a lot of young guys on the team. The roster is young. I don't know how much flexibility they have to move at the trade deadline. So that'll be interesting to play out if they need to do something at the trade deadline, because the injuries are it's a close race with the Rays or New York or Boston. We'll see what happens, because I don't know if they have a lot of flexibility in their minor league system to do that. So we'll see. We'll see, but this lineup is sick. It's sick. It's a fun team to watch. Again, contagious energy. That's what I like to say about this team. And there's other teams like this, and sometimes it's year to year. Like a team could have that contagious energy for a season and just lose it. I don't know if it's expectations or whatever. I've seen this energy with this team for the last couple years. I don't see that going away this year. We'll see. I just think this is, other than the Dodgers lineup, this is the best lineup in baseball. I think it's sick. It's going to be a totally fun team to watch. So check them out. Let's take a look at their rotation. Again, they lost Robbie Ray. They lost the Cy Young Award winner. The key here, they re-signed Jose Barrios. That was they picked him up last year it was, midseason. And that's a huge pickup. They had to re-sign him with losing Robbie Ray. So that's a good pickup. Ryu's older, but he eats up innings. He eats up innings, and so that's always good in your third, fourth starter. If you can eat up some innings and keep your teams in games, is key. Jordan Romano as a closer, I like. Again, let me just look at their top talent in their farm system. See kind of some major league ready players. Top 30. Yeah, they have. Yeah, again. You're going to see Gabriel Moreno probably this year. I think he steps in the catcher position. He's going to be a stud. I really like him. He's not Adley Rutschman from Baltimore, but he's solid. I like him. I'm looking at particularly arms. Yeah, they're kind of thin on arms for sure. Yeah, they're at least in their top 10, they have 15 through 20. They have some AAA ready arms. Bowden Francis, Hager Danner. There's definitely some arms there. Joey Murray, and again, I don't know about injuries right now with these players, but this is just their top 30 prospects. So they definitely have some guys they can bring up. and work with if they do see some injuries. I think, again, I'm not as concerned with pitchers going down for Toronto because that offense is ridiculous. I think if Barrios can stay healthy and Guzman Gusman can stay healthy, I think you're going to be solid. Ryu's a horse. I think you're good. Again, I think this staff is a solid staff. It's going to keep you in games, give you innings, and that's all you need with this lineup. So I have them hands down winning this division. I will be surprised if they don't, but again, it won't shock me if the Rays come win. And again, the Yankees and Boston are capable. I just think this is the year for Toronto to make the next move. I think last year too, was it last year they had all, how many games did they play in Toronto? Didn't they play in the Buffalo thing? Was that last year? Being back in the Rogers Center for the full year. I think everything is lined up for this team to get to the World Series. Now, whether they will, it's why you play 162 games. But this team is stacked. It's a fun team to watch, and I'd be surprised if they don't win this division. So, again, Kyle Johnston. Yeah, Kyle Johnston's another one of those arms I mentioned. I mentioned Gabriel Moreno earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if – I haven't even looked. Maybe he beats out wins in the catcher race, but we'll see. We'll see. Kyle Johnston, I saw him pitch at Texas several times. He's a stud. So they do have some, especially they have three people that can get in there if they do. If there's deeper injuries, that would be more a concern for the pitching staff. But again, any other team I'm going to worry about. Toronto's going to score so many runs. Even if Vlad goes down, even if Vlad doesn't stay healthy, I still think this team scores a ton of runs. And he'll be on the sidelines cheering his team on and still have his infectious energy, contagious energy there. So yeah. Snapshot of the Toronto Blue Jays. You saw your lineups. We saw the rotation. Awesome lineup. One of the best, 2 and 3 lineups in all of baseball. Solid rotation, even losing the Cy Young Award winner. Some major league ready talent. Maybe it's not deep there, but their farm system's middle of the pack. But they do have some people, particularly arms, that can step in if need be. So we'll see. I have them 103 wins. I said it, 103 wins. 103 and 59, first in the American League East.